Exposed. NIBIRU cover up, NASA withholding the truth about Planet X. U.S. space agency NASA is involved in a major cover-up over the threat posed by a mythical planetary system, it has shockingly been claimed. Conspiracy theorists claim NIBIRU or Planet X is a huge planet with a vast orbit that will one day pass so close to Earth that its gravitational pull could wreak havoc on our planet, triggering earthquakes and other catastrophic events. NIBIRU, or Planet X, believers claim it is currently heading towards Earth and is likely to pass before the end of the year, but NASA and world governments are desperate to keep it quiet to avoid mass panic. The theory suggests that the global elite is preparing to retreat into a series of underground bunkers to try to escape the catastrophe, while the rest of us perish. At the forefront of the claims is NIBIRU conspiracy theorist Matt Rogers, who posts almost daily videos to YouTube suggesting he has evidence that the plant system is drawing nearer. He claims the authorities cover this up using chemicals sprayed into the air to try to block out visible signs of NIBIRU. In his latest video on his channel Skywatcher Matt Rogers, he said, NASA is covering this up with the government, the shadow government. They really do not wish for the public around the world to take any notice. They still think the majority are being dumbed down by the truth, but I'm afraid more and more people are starting to look up to the skies and noticing the true situation. Every day they are covering our skies. With the media still silent, it doesn't matter, because we know this is coming. However, Mr. Rogers suggested the masses could fight back. He added, "We have got to be truthful, we have got to be positive, and we have got to be sting for the community. We have got to stand our ground, and don't be misinformed. A crucial part of this evidence is thinking outside the box, and thinking for ourselves. Let's not let them think for us." Fortunately, NASA insists that believers like Mr. Broussard are completely wrong, and the NIBIRU myth is an internet hoax. NASA scientist Dr. David Morrison said, "There is no credible evidence whatever for the existence of NIBIRU. There are no pictures, no tracking, no astronomical observations. I can quite specifically say how we know Planet X or NIBIRU does not exist and does not threaten the Earth. Firstly, if there was a planet headed into the inner solar system that was going to come close to the Earth, it would already be inside the orbit of Mars, it would be bright, it would be easily visible to the naked eye, if it was up there it would be easy to see it, all of us could see it." Space boffin Dr. Brian Cox has also insisted Planet X does not exist. Associate Professor Honty Horner, an astronomer at the University of Southern Queensland in Australia. He said, "I've never heard of anybody who's an actual astronomer talk about NIBIRU before. It's basically an urban myth. It's like having a biologist coming out and talking about werewolves and the Sasquatch being real. You just wouldn't hear it." The NIBIRU myth was born in 1976, when writer Zecharia Sitchin claimed two ancient Middle Eastern cultures, the Babylonians and Sumerians, told of a giant planet that orbited the Sun every 3,600 years.